Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning, muy buenos días. Bienvenidos todos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show. Hoy es viernes, el 4 de octubre. Today is Friday, hallelujah, the 4th of October. And it's a beautiful day here in Orange Walk. I trust that it's just as beautiful wherever you are. Bienvenidos de nuevo y un gran gusto saludarles. Muchas gracias por permitirnos entrar hasta sus hogares. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la Avenida San Lorenzo. Y es un gran gusto informarles que estamos transmitiendo por tres formas. Por aire, es más, de la torre aquí, simplemente necesitas una antenita que esté dirigida hacia la antena nuestra y puedes captar la imagen de Canal 10. Y también si estás en cable, nos puedes ver en Canal 62. Nos puedes ver por todo el país de Belice. Y también estamos en internet en la página Facebook de Sugar City Morning Show. Muy buenos días a todos. Como siempre, le damos comienzo a nuestro programa. Hoy, como lo hemos hecho por casi los últimos 5 años, con una oración. En realidad, una oración a un poder superior, a un Dios que últimamente le pone orden, le da propósito y rige sobre nosotros en todas las formas. Padre, te doy las gracias por todas tus bendiciones, por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por el bienestar, por todo, Padre. Muchas gracias, te lo agradezco. Yo reconozco de que tú eres mi Dios, mi creador, y que eres responsable por todo lo que sucede en la vida. En tu eterna sabiduría, Padre, tú sabes lo que sucede, lo que necesito y lo que no necesito. Eso es lo que me dice mi conciencia. Y eso me hace sentir bien, que tengo un poder superior, un Dios a mi lado siempre, que me cuida, que me ama intensamente. Muchas gracias, Padre. Muchas gracias. Te pido como siempre que nos continúes bendiciendo. Te pido como siempre, Padre, por paz en nuestro mundo, para que podamos empezar a respetar el derecho ajeno. El respeto al derecho ajeno es el comienzo de la paz. Pero cuando no hacemos ese respeto al derecho ajeno, es cuando tenemos problemas. Enséñanos, Padre, a poder respetar el derecho ajeno, que aunque no estemos de acuerdo con ese derecho, estemos de acuerdo de que ese derecho por naturaleza lo tiene el individuo. Tiene el derecho de pensar como sea. Igualmente que yo tengo el derecho de pensar como sea. Si no coincidimos, entonces, permítenos, Padre, ser civiles. Y no empezar a permitir que nuestro propio ego nos controle y que nos haga ver como grandes bobos. Permítanos, Padre, hoy ser más humildes. Permítanos, Padre, hoy ser más generosos, más dativos, más sensibles y definitivamente más amorosos. Padre, hoy te pido también por los enfermos, por los niños desamparados, por los viejitos que están abandonados. Te pido también por la gente, en los enfermos, en los hospitales, en las casas, en las cárceles. También te pido por las familias que acaban de perder un ser querido, que están con las 1000 preguntas. Confórtalos, Padre. Y a todos nosotros que tengamos un día precioso. Alabado seas, Padre, te bendecimos, te glorificamos siempre. Amén. Good morning. If you just joined us, it's exactly 7 6:06. This is the Sugar City Morning Show coming to you direct from Orange Walk Town. This is the weather forecast for today, the 4th of October. And if today you're celebrating a birthday, I'd like to wish you all the best. Let me see quickly. My good friend Anna Bradley Price. I had the pleasure of meeting with her on Sunday. Actually, they are the kind of people who come to Orange Walk to buy tacos. And then since they're in Orange Walk, they do their shopping in Orange Walk as well. So, Anna, it was good seeing you on Sunday. And I'm thinking that perhaps next week, Saturday, I'll be passing over and spending some time with you at home. And let me see who else. Owen Velasquez. And that's it. Well, those people are the ones who appear on my Facebook page. Muchas felicidades a todas las personas que cumplen años hoy. The general situation today, conditions will become more moist and unstable tonight, which means the 24-hour forecast is going to be mostly sunny today with isolated showers or thunderstorms developing inland this afternoon, cloudy at times tonight with a few showers and thunderstorms and periods of rain, mostly over northern and inland areas. The winds blowing variable at 0 to 5 knots. The sea stays slight. Temperatures along the coast, 89 as a high, 77 as a low. Inland, along the coast, 95 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 72 as a low. And in the hills, 84 degrees as a high and 68 as a low. The outlook for tomorrow, Saturday, is for isolated showers or thunderstorms on Saturday morning, increasing Saturday afternoon and becoming over most areas, especially inland and north Saturday night. Not well written, but it's telling us that we can expect showers Saturday night. A low tide occurs this morning at 8:48, a high tide at 2:51, another low tide at 7:58 tonight, and the second high tide tomorrow morning at 4 minutes after 2. The sun rose this morning at 5:43, and the sun is setting at 5:38. And the moon is rising at 11:30 this morning and is setting tonight at 10:53. Thank you very much, Sheena Young. Buenos días. Este es el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy, viernes, y hoy ya es viernes, 4 de octubre, que dice la situación en general, que condiciones están tornándose a ser más húmedas e inestables hoy por la noche. Para las siguientes 24 horas, soleado, el curso del día soleado con chubascos aislados o tormentas desarrollándose en el interior hoy por la tarde, y luego por la noche nublado por momentos con algunos chubascos o tronadas y periodos de lluvia intensa sobre la porción norte e interior del país. Así que hoy por la noche debemos de tener lluvia fuerte aquí en el norte. Los vientos, variables 0 a 5 nudos. El estado del mar casi inmóvil. Temperaturas por la costa 89 como una máxima, 77 como una mínima. En el interior 95 como una máxima, 72 como una mínima. Y por las colinas únicamente 84 como una mínima y 68 como una mínima. ¿Qué se espera mañana sábado? Chubascos, tronadas ocurriendo por la mañana, aumentando ya entrando la tarde, y entonces se van a estar esparciéndose para casi sobre todo el país, entonces más que nada sobre el interior y norte sábado por la noche. Así que ya que estamos en octubre, vamos a estar viendo un poco de lluvia intensa viniendo nuestro camino, gracias a Dios. Una marea baja a las 8:48 esta mañana, una alta a las 2:51, otra baja a las 7:58 y otra alta a las 2 de la mañana con 4 minutos. El sol salió hoy a las 5:43 y el sol se oculta a las 5:38. Igual forma, la luna sale a las 11:30 hoy por la mañana y se oculta a las 10:53. Muchas gracias, Sheena Young. Compañeros, a las 7:12. Muchas gracias al equipo de National Med Service y también a nuestros patrocinadores, que son Government of Belize Information Service, Belize Tourist Board, Digi, muchas gracias, A&R Stores, German Vega and Sons, Vega Imports and Vega Distributors. Vamos rápidamente a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios. Pero no se vayan. It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares, including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m., Monday to Saturday. A&R Stores, where prices do make all the difference.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans, more for Belize, the government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Roscrans, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 18 minutes after 7. Please join me at this moment in welcoming Mr. Robert Checky Usher to the show. Good morning, Checky.
Morning, Mr. Martinez.
How are you doing this morning?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you so much. It's a lovely, beautiful Friday. Like nothing Friday is here, and it's the first Friday in the month of October. We say good morning to one and all, and I will join in with Mr. Martinez. What he said this morning. Welcome to the Sugar City Morning Show.
Yes. I am during the forecast, the general weather forecast. I was pleased to be able to announce that there hopefully, I have to use the word hopefully in there, will be some rains this afternoon and this evening. And that I'm reading after watching the news where the representative from Belize Sugar Industries was saying that he says with the level of drought that we've suffered in these crucial recent months, that we will not have the same estimate of the crop that we have had last year. So there are going to be some losses when it comes to cane.
Yeah.
But I'm hopeful that it won't be, and even with other crops, with other basics, but we're hoping that they're not going to go up. I gathered that some people are looking at even raising the price of chicken for 4 cents or something like that. But then again, the price of chicken has been fluctuating
True.
over the past couple of months, and it was selling up to $1.80. So if it goes up 4 cents, it kilui. It's only when at the upper end of the sale, when they go for like $2.50 and $2.75, that if they go up 4 cents, well, then it goes up to $2.50 or more.
Yeah.
But the price of chicken has been quite good here in Orange Walk for the past, at least for some of us, for the past months or so.
That is true. I have so many different persons that sells chicken, so that lead competition out there, and people want to keep one standard price, which is good,
Yes.
But Mr. Martinez, what has been going around, I was made to understand that around Louisiana school that a vehicle was going around asking kids for directions, and if you know where this shop there, and if you know where this person there. And 2 days ago, a person in a van tried to pull a little boy or a little girl inside the van. He asked the child, if you know a certain supermarket there.
I think I saw a video of that, and the child ran away.
Yeah.
And so forth. But did anything come out of it?
No, nothing to come out of it, but I just want to tell parents, alert your kids. Anybody that asks you anything and you don't know, they just carry on. Not entertain a conversation. It's good to be courteous and mannerly with people, if you've got good manners, but there and days we can't take chance like that. With strange persons. They're strangers, will always be strangers, and you might see them again.
True. And thank you for clearing that up. But also in regards to weather, a lot of people, lo voy a decir en español también, donde sea que me encuentran últimamente, me preguntan, bueno, señor Martínez, es cierto que hay un mal tiempo aquí afuera. Y me imagino que la gente lo escucha, pero no pone mucha atención al reporte. Al final del día, les quiero aclarar, de que sí, hay un sistema aquí afuera, pero no representa ninguna amenaza para Belice, ninguna. En realidad, el sistema ya pasó en la península de Yucatán, ya está por Mérida, y no es ni tormenta, ni huracán, ni nada, es un sistema de baja presión que se va a... Supuestamente las condiciones no son propicias al momento para ver desarrollo, pero se supone que vamos a entrar aquí en ello. Algún desarrollo sí se anticipa, pero muy poco, puesto que las temperaturas del agua están súper calientes en esa área, pero los vientos no lo son, así que está puesto a 0% de desarrollo, pero siempre vamos a estar vigilando, no por nada excepto de que pues, pudiera entrar de vuelta por el Golfo por el Campeche y entrar de vuelta hacia esta área. Pudiera hacer eso, pues, si es que estuviera un frente de frío potente bajando del sistema de los Estados Unidos, entonces eso sí pudiera suceder, porque no es huracán, es un sistema de baja presión y lo pudieran decir, pues, salte del camino aquí tú, ¿ok? Pero al momento no es nada de preocupación, les repito, nada, no hay absolutamente nada aparte de eso sí hay mucha nublazón, hay bastante nubes por debajo de Cuba y al derecho a la izquierda de Jamaica, lo estoy viendo yo ahora, pero el centro de este sistema de baja presión ya está sobre la península de Yucatán. Así que lo que estamos nosotros recibiendo es simplemente como digo, las colitas de lo que ya nos pasó. Ya está sobre el Golfo. Pero ya vienen las nubes y eso que estaban atrasados, están de ahora pasando sobre nosotros. Así que no hay nada de qué preocuparse.
Yeah, I want to come back to the situation with the river, Mr. Martinez. We start a story of a video of some dead fishes in Libertad, and then some people show some pictures, some birds, and I don't know if the birds are pertaining to that, but then I understand that persons that live close to the river, that most of the things that they have in the house start getting some kind of pollution. And then we go all the way to the Macal River in San Ignacio, you know. And right now the mayor and the town council, San Ignacio, Santa Elena, are trying to clean up the river right now because they have a lot of debris in the river. I wonder what's happening in that area.
Like I said, in the Macal River, I don't know, but I do know that here in Orange Walk, that is nothing new.
Yeah.
When it comes to your cutlery and whatever your houseware is becoming black, that's an old story. That's been going on for the past 25, 30, 40 years. I can tell you because I lived through it. I can tell you because I saw it. I can tell you because I heard people in the area complaining about it. And it's not only housewares, but I can tell you that there was a time when even the walls were getting black. And there was a combination of chemicals in the air, and that was mercury and sulfur. And mercury was in the paint as a new additive, and sulfur was in the air, just that hydrogen sulfide, whatever. And that combination made for blackening of the walls. So again, Where does the sulfur come from? Is it from the hydrogen sulfide, or do we have any one entity emitting sulfur in the air? I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't think so.
But imagine about the persons that live right at the riverbank. What are they breathing in?
We have to ask them. That's why moi found out that saw the closure of the schools rather premature and nonsensical, because I always like to tell you the story of the gas truck that leaned across the fence into Eduardo Martinez and Sons fence, and everybody around was evacuated and said, "Oh, please, you can't cross Main Street." Kids were being stopped from crossing Main Street. The banks were closed. Everything was closed because the truck can explode. My family that was living upstairs was never contacted. Do you understand what I'm telling you? People who live within the area have been living with this thing for the past 30, 40, 50 years, depending on how long they've been living in the area. Straight up. I was born into Main Street in 1961. Believe me, I've smelled that stuff. Believe me, I have. And year after year after year, and I've known people right down Slaughterhouse Street, right down Riverside Street, and up Bakers and when we went to school, we smelled that stuff. Nothing happened to it. Nothing happened to it. Nothing. And because nothing has happened to those people, at least I think, living on Riverside, what could happen to people who are just temporarily in the area and not living there? That's just my way of seeing things.
Yeah, that's true. But also, Mr. Martinez, since the Department and the Environment, and I believe along with Health and the Ministry of Education, saying that the kids are at risk, it's good to evacuate the kids, but who are looking after the persons that live up the riverside?
But that's exactly my point.
You're not saying that it's wrong to dismiss the kids, right?
Of course not. That's exactly my point. What about evacuating the people who live on the riverside? Why weren't we, as a family, informed upstairs that, hey, we need to evacuate as well, and we were the ones who were at risk? So sometimes we respond to the media and try to appease the media, but then we forget the bigger issues.
Yeah, maybe they must feel like, once we move the kids, things are slowed down. Nobody will make no noise.
No noise. You know? So,
but then you need to go further than that in your profession.
Exactly. You need to be thorough. You have to. It just doesn't follow logically that kids are becoming sick in the area, and then at the end of the day, people who live there.
Somebody live closer than where the school is.
Closer, and go sleep with it. Why don't you go sleep with it? Because kids can be impressionable, you know. Very impressionable. You tell them, oh good Lord, I hope I'm not going to headache because of this thing, because this is a teacher talking. So all of a sudden the picnic head started hot. Teacher, my head they hurt me, and oh yes, see, same thing I made to tell you, that this stench is affecting it just could be. I'm not telling you that is what happened. I'm telling you that it could have happened.
But also, Mr. Martinez, if they not evacuate the persons whether by the riverbank, at least they should have do some kind of health service there to check them and find out, make us see if their people are affected.
Checking so many things could have been done and should have been done a hell of a long time
and
ago,
still could,
but have not been done. So my confidence on the Department of Environment is dead and gone. That's what I would like to tell you.
Yeah.
Dead and gone. They have to come up with something really, really good to get my attention back again. Believe me. even now as I speak, I go to the riverside every day. And I see the little things turning and so forth. I think it's a complete waste of time. Complete waste of time. That's my way of looking at it. If you're going to aerate the river, for God's sake, don't let these chinchy aerators. They're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. And if the numbers are showing any less hydrogen sulfide or showing indications of a healthier river after it begun, it's just because of the rains. It's not because of the aeration. Because if we would have had bigger aerators that pulling up the water and aerating the river, albeit the fact that we would have received a larger doses of hydrogen sulfide in the air, because as you turn the water, well, then it comes up. Well, that's exactly what you're doing
That's what you need.
in the first place.
Yeah.
You know, that's you aerating the river, you're putting oxygen, and how else will you do it?
Maybe that's our show. What they do right
Blowing
now.
the straws into it?
Maybe that's just what these show what they happen right now, pa.
But you just picked up on it. Just a little something. But I don't want to kill their stride. I want to kill their spirit. I'd like to say thank you very much for doing something. At the end of the day, believe me, it's appreciated. I just thought that in my mind that you could have done a hell of a lot more, Department of the Environment, and I do believe that you can still do a hell of a lot more.
But coming out from the ministry, the minister responsible for the environment, Honorable Omar Figueroa, when they asked him about the dead fishes at Libertad, he was saying it could be because of the rain, it could be because of debris going into the river, but we don't really
different
have
reasons, because nature has a wonderful way of reacting. But I don't think it's because of the river, to be honest with you, because of the pollution here in the New River. Because you see, it just doesn't follow. We are at the point where the pollution is slowly going away, and the only reason we're considering the pollution is possibly one of the reasons why these fish are being killed is because, well, it's moving away to someplace else, and possibly they're moving away, so they're getting the full impact of the contamination. But then again, as it flows, it lessens its concentration. So, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Or maybe it's something completely different. I just don't think so.
But day and days, you don't smell much from the river right now, you know.
Where do you live?
I live right there, Child Farm.
Well, believe me, yes, it's been in the middle of the night. It comes out.
Yeah, maybe that time
In the middle of the night, sometimes it wakes me up.
Because sometimes downtown around 3-4 o'clock you already smell it, but you don't really smell it that much now.
Not every day, but sometimes it does come up.
Yeah. Mr. Martinez, before we go on our break, Digicel continues celebrating its 30,000 customers. Last week they were here in Orange Walk giving that big offer, and today they will be having that offer in Belize City. So for customers in that area in Belize City, today Digicel is celebrating 30,000 customers. Join Digit today, October 4th at the Regent Street store in Belize, and sign up for the fastest internet in Belize. Get free installation and make no deposit. Plus sign up and get a chance to purchase an Alcatel One for only $30. Make the switch from any other internet provider and get the entire month of December free. Also sign up for the month of October and get a chance to enter in the grand raffle. Winners will be announced on November 4th, and 3 lucky Diginet customers will win one of the below prizes. The first prize is a 55-inch smart TV.
Christ, where I put down? I don't got space.
Second prize is 3 months of Diginet services, and third prize is 2 Wi-Fi extenders.
3 months? Why not put it for a year's service?
Not true?
3 months after that, quickly 3 months go, and after that they go like, you did take it there from me?
Yep.
Maybe a year's service, man.
Yep. It says checks algae can be characterized into 7 major types, each with different sizes, functions, and colors. all are good to fish except the blue-green algae that produces a toxin that can kill them.
Can it be that the blue-green algae is the one that we have here and is killing the fish? Can it be? Because let me be honest with you, the green color of the river doesn't mean that somebody went in and poured green poison into the river, you know. And a lot of people want to think that, oh, that's because of the chemicals that were thrown into the river. No, the river is not green for that reason. The river is green because there are green algae living in the river. Small microscopic organisms. But there are so much of them that it literally renders the river green. Okay?
Isn't it similar the case that is happening in San Ignacio that the mayor reported on about the algae?
I don't know.
You don't have that story right there about the mayor from San Ignacio about the river?
Well, they said the Twin Towns Mayor Earl Trapp has organized a Macal River cleanup. For the past 2 days, residents as well as town council members have been in the river raking up algae and litter from the river. Raking up algae? Wow. According to the mayor, this algae buildup started in March and it has turned the river an unsightly, gooey green, and the river is not flowing as it used to. The cleanup continues tomorrow, and Earl Trapp is asking the public to assist. Here is a phone interview with Mayor Trapp. Earl Trapp. I appeal to the public to be a part of it. And I think 2 people showed up yesterday and today, an additional 2. But we used the staff from the San Ignacio Town Council and we began to clear up and clean the algae that honestly, I didn't realize it was so devastating. To be honest, I thought it was just like half or less, but it's taking up the river from between the 2 bridges at least, more than 3/4, I would say 90%. I didn't realize it was so bad. And when I really looked at the junction that we had, I thought it was a stone that were really getting black by the mud or the dirt that was going from the main drains into the river. Tomorrow as a third, and hopefully by tomorrow we can get all the way up to the Hawksford Bridge, but I doubt it because it's a lot. It's just not too much for the 20 people that are working out there. So we're hoping the people will join us. But this weekend I won't be able to do it. I have a commitment, but we'll continue to follow the following week, and I hope people would come out and continue and what we began. It's a good story, but more than anything else, it's important because the awareness and the consciousness of our rivers and the well-being of our rivers. This story of the new river has triggered a lot of people's sense of well-being with our rivers, a community living in a safe environment with safe water flowing through its river. And then it happened that then they started to look at their very own river. And they said, hey, the Macal is not doing too well, so hey, we're going to clean up. That's what's important. That is what's important, that they have decided to do something about it.
Good spirit.
That's a good spirit.
Yep. So, and but then somebody sent a text. So what will you guys say now? There is no factory in that area. We never said anything about no factory.
No, but he's saying that there was algae. All rivers grow algae in that area, in algae. I mean, eso es mojo, hijo. Mojo, verdín, ese tipo de cositas así. Microorganismos que crecen, ¿ok? No necesitas una fábrica para tener eso ahí, ¿ok?
Well, like you say, it's good that the mayor is taking the initiative to start cleaning up.
Y hay propósito, hay distintos tipos de algas. Hay algas que usas para buenos, que usas para convertir una cosa a otra cosa. Digamos, un ejemplo. Cada mañana yo tengo que tomar un paquetito de un producto que es simple, es como si fuera un un dulce, ¿okay? Lo chupas, tiene sabor a mandarina. ¿Y qué es este producto? Este producto es simplemente bacteria que estoy comiendo. Es un producto, es un probiotic que estoy ingiriendo bacteria para que me ayude a digerir proteínas y no tenga yo tanto urea en el sistema, porque hay ciertas bacterias que entran en tu sistema, te digieren la leche y las proteínas y producen urea, y hay otros que no lo hacen a tanto extent. Así que para hacer que yo no acumule tanto urea en mi sistema, pues cambio el sistema que ayuda a digerir las proteínas. Así que hay microbios buenos y hay microbios malos. Y el cuerpo está lleno de tantos microbios buenos y malos. Y cuando uno está enfermo, por decir, puchica, si supieras cuántas bacterias tienes en tu sistema, si supieras que tuvieras millones de bacterias en tu sistema, pero generalmente no te hacen daño. ¿Qué crees que digiere toda tu comida en tu intestino, en tu ¿cómo se llama? ¿Solamente los jugos? No, el bacteria también. Ellos hacen todo el trabajo en tu intestino. Así que, pero no son bacterias buenas. Igualmente en el río hay bacteria y alga bueno, y el alga que no está tan bueno. El alga que consume más todo el oxígeno y que mata al pescado. Son distintos tipos de microorganismos.
Right, so let's take a break now, Mr. Martinez.
Sí, ya tengo sed. 7:44, vamos a una pausa cuando son las 8 menos cuarto. No nos dejen, estaremos de vuelta con ustedes con mucho más, muchísimo más, luego de estos anuncios.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalos Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional road works will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
The ongoing technological evolution constantly transforms the way we live our lives. The introduction of our national fiber network creates the opportunity for Belizeans to live the digital lifestyle. Today, Digi is proud to introduce Dana, Belize's first artificially intelligent automated assistant. Dana is the modern customer service experience. Available 24/7, Dana can provide Digi prepaid and postpaid customers with directory information, credit and plan balances, product and promo information, and more. Just talk to Dana. Want to check your credit balance? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, what's my credit balance?
New Digi promotions? Ask Dana.
Hey Dana, any new Digi promotions?
Dial 113 for directory assistance and dial 119 to talk to Dana. Digi remains committed to introducing the latest in cutting-edge technologies. Transforming Belize, one technology at a time. Try Dana today.
Thank you for calling Digi Customer Service.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostrands, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rostrands.
Someone home? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa. Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
No, man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment.
Sure, all of that? Well, now that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show. Son exactamente las 7:51 o las 8:09. Aquí con el señor Robert Checky Usher. Compañeros, compañeras, muy buenos días de nuevo y gracias por la audiencia. Durante el curso de los últimos días hemos estado platicando acerca de este otro avión que cayó en el área y que supuestamente trajo drogas o dinero o alta gente, estaban especulando, porque dijeron de que no, la policía, el jefe de policía dijo que todavía los asientos están puestos, así que tal y tal y tal, no es probable de que traiga droga. Pues resulta de que se cree que ya se descubrió dónde está la droga. Pero no está aquí en Belice. La cosa es de que si la policía de Belice sabía que estaba a punto de aterrizar el avión y que cuando aterrizó el avión, aterrizó a 15 minutos de distancia, 15 minutos de donde estaba la policía. La pregunta es simple. ¿Cómo es de que luego de bajar, el avión bajar y literalmente destruirse, partirse en dos?
Yeah.
¿Me follow me?
Yes, yes.
Y que se tenga que sacar todo esta carga. Aproximadamente 1 tonelada de cocaína.
Armas también.
Y que fueron puestos en 48 sacos. Y cada saco tiene 20 paquetes, que son 960 paquetes. Y cada uno de esos es aproximadamente 1 libra o algo por el estilo. Así que se estima como 2,000 libras de cocaína, con un valor aproximado de 24 millones de dólares. ¿Cómo es de que toda esta carga, luego del accidente, se logró descargar, ponerse en otro vehículo, 1 tonelada de cocaína, transportarlo a otro país y la policía no llega? Y solo acuérdate que estaban a 15 minutos del área. ¿Qué está sucediendo? ¿Qué está sucediendo? ¿Será que la policía en realidad tuvo un tiempo difícil en cruzar los fuegos de llantas que tenían puesto en lugar? ¿O será que alguna otra cosa le sucedió?
Late arrival.
¿O será que quizás a propósito no llegaron a la hora? ¿O qué sucedió? Pero al final del día, yo ayer llegué a saber de esto, de que la carga era de México, o que supuestamente era de mexicanos. La otra pregunta que te viene es, ¿y por qué utilizar una aeropista en otro país? Nosotros podemos utilizar una aeropista en Quintana Roo. Primero que nos van a decir, pero esa pista de aterrizaje es privado y tienes que pagar. O esta pista de aterrizaje vas a tener que conseguir tantas personas que te protejan o que te ayuden. Tendría que ser un grupo de personas bien aventados para poder utilizar esa pista de aterrizaje sin tener que pagarle nada a nadie. No sé cómo lo ven ustedes, pero imagínenlo. Tú estás en México, te dicen, ¿sabes qué? Quiero aterrizar un avión. Dices, ¿qué vamos a hacer en el país vecino de Belice? ¿País vecino de Belice? ¿No hay ningún problema en hacer eso? No. ¿Qué somos? ¿Ya me entiendes? ¿Qué somos? ¿Cómo nos clasifican? ¿Cómo nos etiquetan?
¿Qué pueden decir? Sí, vamos a llevar esa cosa para México, pero podemos bajar el avión en Belice y pasamos...
Pasamos sin problema, no hay No hay ningún problema. Estamos hablando de 24 millones de dólares. Pero dense cuenta de las cosas que han sucedido. El primero, no se 15 minutos después de la caída, supuestamente la policía ya debió de estar ahí, nunca estuvo ahí. Cuando llegó la policía no hay nada. Ni el último pedacito de evidencia. Nada, absolutamente nada. Eso tuvo que tomar aproximadamente 2 horas para 1 hora y media para limpiar todo este lugar. Recuérdense que cuando se aterrizó el avión y se partió en dos, esto no es, bueno, se salió la gente, ¿qué pasó? ¿Se lastimó a algunos de ellos? ¿Será que se murió alguno de ellos también? Porque se partió el avión. ¿Cómo pudieron haber salido todos tan así tranquilitos, vecinitos? Vamos a tomar una cerveza, ¿qué dices tú?
Chill out.
¿Ya me entiendes?
Como nada
They
está
just
pasando.
went through, acaban de pasar por un aterrizaje donde el avión se partió en dos. ¿Será que nadie se lastimó? ¿Será que se lastimó a alguien? Y que se lastimó a alguien, ¿cómo es que lo cargaron? ¿Cómo es que lo llevaron? Y etcétera, etcétera. Todo en espacio de 1 hora y la policía no llega ahí. Acuérdate que la policía estuvo a 15 minutos del lugar. Preguntas.
And I believe we have police station in Blue Creek as well, right? Which should not be far away from there, but you don't know if them police then got transportation. I think they must have got a motorbike or a bicycle.
No comment.
But you see, Mr. Martinez, the thing is that, like you said, right, why don't know land at a field or a strip in Mexico? But they use Belize. It's easier if you go through Belize.
Thank you. Apparently it is.
Yeah, because...
Or there's the only one in that area, airstrip in that area. Or a straight road that could be used as an airstrip.
But they make you wonder as well if authorities on the other side are not involved as well.
Well, they need to have been. It's a big operation of $24 million.
Yeah, that's a big load. Because crossing over there, I believe you need river crossing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So transportation has to be on the other side, waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Personnels for discharges cargo and get it in on the dory or boat or whatever, then put it on a raft for carry it across, and then they transport it on a next vehicle, and a vehicle move out from there. But the state that it was caught in is right in Quintana Roo, right?
Well, yes, Quintana Roo.
So how all of that happened, and then our authorities came and by, boop, 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 boop. Well, nobody there, no sign or nothing. No blood, no nothing, no there. I wonder if the forensic person may go have a check to see if anybody may get hurt, or that crash landing that must want cash, or crash export. We could have just blown this thing like it just crashed and nothing happened.
Do you understand what I mean when I tell you that the plane was split in two? Were there any injuries? Weren't there injuries? If the plane was split in two, it must have been upon landing. Weren't there boxes thrown away all over the place? Or sacks?
And that thing they're supposed to have one big noise when they drop like that.
Yes.
So persons that live close, and even the authorities from the other side, must hear or see something. I think they say it was about 4 o'clock in the morning, no?
Mm-hmm.
Around that time, so from 4 till 5:30, when it don't start to get clear, everything gone already, everything clear out.
And then the Belize police shows up after everything is already gone, supposedly, no? Well, I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I feel that okay, what would have happened if the police would have gotten there and they still had presence of the Mexican cartel?
Why?
Can you imagine what would have been the could have been the confrontation like? Would you have done anything?
That's why we were saying.
Would you have fired or tried to do anything in that regard? We're looking at it at a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, you come on and you peep up through the what you call it, and you see that hey, the big hunchers are there, and they're loaded with guns and so forth and so forth and so forth, and you got your little pop shotgun in your pocket, you know, the little shortly thing.
Can't move with that. You can't move with that. Because them have heavy. You see somebody.
And these people have heavy. What would you do? In the name of the government of Belize, I say that you stop and you raise your hands and bring down all the guns. Saw you, they said that. Saw you, they get shot. Can it be that they were there? And just never do nothing.
Just wait out and say, well, I ain't
just
going there.
Can it be? This is another probability.
But you see, Mr. Martinez, the operation there is too high for our police department to handle. Because the police department no got that type of weapon when people have. So like, yeah, say, yeah, well, Chomi not going there because, but then we have other forces. National security, we have other forces. We have the BDF, we have the GSU.
But how do you know that who went there is not equipped enough? What if they were the anti-gang unit or the I don't know, whatever, the big bad ones with ratatata guns, I call it ratatata guns, with ratatata guns and all these submachine AK million and 47 and whatever. I don't know that. I don't know those things. But what if they were prepared?
Maybe, but maybe on arrival, maybe they reached too late. Because, like, it was saying that the plane was detected already.
No, well, maybe they reached too late. But we're considering that as a second option. What if they arrived on time, but decided not to involve themselves?
Not to retaliate. Just to
not to involve themselves.
Yeah,
just let them, as long as they don't shoot us, we can. If we begin something, we can't done it. Let's not begin something we cannot finish.
It could be that as well. They are not well equipped. Because
not that they're not well equipped. Maybe they're just afraid of beginning something they can't finish.
That's true. Because right here, so you see some of the people who come in San Martinez, the country where the people they come from, now when they got people they shoot down every day. And it's not strange for them to shoot at somebody or forget one shootout. But like right there, so I believe, you know, they're so strong when it comes to that right now. So like you rightly said, maybe they must be afraid and they must say, well, you know what, better we just hold back and wait till they have people go.
638-6415, the number to call. 638-6415. Or if you want to call or send messages, 600-5769. 600-5769. Do we have any what you call it?
Yeah, but not on
not
that.
in that road. Let's take a break and we'll be right back with you.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
It's back to school time once again, and the only store to visit for all your back to school needs is A&R Store on Baker Street here in Orange Walk Town. Visit them for the absolute largest assortment of school bags in the country with brands like JanSport, Skechers, Everest, Capsule, and character bags like Mickey and Minnie Mouse, Jojo, Siwa, Unicorn, and so much more. Remember, A&R Store is your one-stop source for all your school supplies like exercise books, folders, sheets, dry eraser boards, foam boards, crayon and coloring books, plus so much more. Plus, they have a wide assortment of housewares including bed sheets, cookware, and garbage containers in all sizes and at the best prices in town. Visit A&R on Baker Street today, now with extended hours to better serve you from 8 a.m. through to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday. A&R Stores, where prices do make all the difference.
World-class spaces for Belizean athletes to thrive and fans to enjoy. Our new basketball and multipurpose arenas have proven their worth, attracting regional and international sporting events and hosting expos, conferences, and proud graduates. Your government moving Belize forward.
Have you ever noticed the development that's taking place in your town or in your city? Maybe it's because you've been too busy enjoying the results. More for Belizeans. More for Belize. The government of Belize. Moving Belize forward.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta a las 8:13. Tenemos unos comentarios.
And this one is pertaining to the river once again. This person is saying here, on quote unquote, it's not the algae that is killing the fish in the river. It's the toxic waste from the BSI, that BSI is dumping in the river and polluting the river over and over again since 1985, and I guess even before 1985. This is quote unquote from someone that sent the text.
Mm-hmm. And, well, that's a direct accusation. And I'd like to tell you that this is this person's belief.
Right.
And not necessarily do that of this station. I want to make that categorically clear. Okay? Mm-hmm. I've always shied away from doing anything like that because, in the first place, I know nobody can meet a court for that kind of accusation. Whenever you make that accusation, you need to have your facts behind you. Facts behind you. Okay? And remember that sometimes even with the facts with you, you sometimes still end up losing the case because you can't prove it. Having the facts is one thing, having to prove it is another. Being able to prove it is another. But another story. But we also heard in the news yesterday about some blackbirds being killed. I'd like to also say that that's just plain mischief from some kids killing blackbirds.
You think so?
I honestly believe so. I honestly believe that that's just some kid killing blackbirds, or some, maybe even some. I don't think that it has anything to do with the river. Nothing with the river. Maybe it could have been that some of these birds ate the same putrid or something that was contaminated severely, and obviously they got themselves severely contaminated or infected as well. But I don't think it has anything to do with the river, to be honest with you. Personally, I don't think so.
Yeah.
But shot and so forth, these birds are just flying off the air and boom, drop. Right there. People may use them for target practice again. You see, some of us like play around. Haz esto para que digan que el río los está matando. Haz esto para que digan. Y luego entonces, being who we are, naturally conspiracy theorists like you wouldn't believe. Ajá, ¿lo viste? Es el río que los está matando. ¿Lo viste? Pobrecitos gobiernos, algo el río los está matando. Vamos a hacer campaña contra el río porque tal y tal y tal. Uno y uno es dos. Pero muchas veces para nosotros uno y uno es tres y cuatro. No sé si entiendes lo que te quiero decir. Le agregamos un poquito a esto y le agregamos y luego lo vendemos y luego entonces ya está mucho más en 10. A menos de que tengas tu prueba, puedes hablar de ello. Si no tienes prueba de eso, déjalo ahí. Por favor, déjalo ahí porque tú no sabes.
Yeah. No, Mr. Martinez, going back to the leadership when it comes to the United Democratic Party, the 25th of this month is the deadline for persons to send in their names. You know, we have the Honorable Patrick Faber that launched his candidacy already. Now we have the Honorable John Saldiva. I believe it's the 3rd of November that he will be launching his candidacy. What happened is, John has been on the struggle to win an election. I remember way back as Youth Connection Band, we used to always go to Belmopan. That's when John was in charge of Recon Def, and we used to do some rallies for John. And he ran 2 elections against the late Mr. Kawich, And then he lost those 2 elections. The first one, he lost heavily. The second one, he reached close. And it so happens that when the People's United Party won that election that time, I believe they had the 2/3 majority by 1 seat. And then it happens that Mr. Kawich was getting ill, and unfortunately he passed away. So Belmopan was left vacant. And then that was a very critical election for the country because there was a law or some resolution that the ruling government wanted to pass in the House. It so happened that when Mr. Kawich passed away, his son took over the reign to run for that by-election. And that was where John came in, and John won that election. So it was very important. So the majority, the 2/3 majority that the leading government at that time had was taken away. So they couldn't pass the bill they want to pass. So that made a big difference, especially for the United Democratic Party at that time. They never gave a farm the government, but they had 1 more seat in the House of Representatives. That was when the Honorable John Saldiva came to light and becoming a representative. I believe he was under opposition for like 1.5 term. And then when 2008 came, when the UDP won, that was when John became a minister. And from then, he has been the representative for Belmopan, Mr. Martinez. And anytime John win in a Belmopan, he no scrape dog. He always win big.
Let's look at his performance.
Yeah, John always.
Let's look at his performance in the elections in 2008, in 2000, and the following 2 elections. Let's look at them.
Yeah, that should be on the Elections and Boundaries website, no?
As a matter of fact, it is, and I'm already into that. Election results. All election results. General elections, 5.
Yep.
Let's look at 2008 general elections.
Look on
Download now.
Let's go to Belmopan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we will go to Belmopan and we will
Okay, we go into Belmopan. And for the VIP, Mr. Paul Morgan, in the number of votes, 359. For the PUP, Mr. Rolando Cetina, 1,613 votes, which represented 35.37%. And then for the UDP, Mr. John Saldiva, 2,539 votes. Easily a difference of
around 800?
No, it's more than 926 votes. Almost 1,000 votes. This has happened in 2008.
Yeah.
Let's look at the one in the following election.
I think it was that next one was like 2012.
We'll get to that right now.
So John just keep on winning and winning and winning. You know, there was some time one time people were saying, "No man, John not win this one," but the man still going to pull it off.
And we can understand that after the first one and the second one and more on the third, your popularity tends to wane away. But
I think that happened in the second one, but when it came to the third one in 2015, there was elevation.
Thank you very much. Let's see how it goes.
Yep.
Let's just look at it for what it's worth. Okay. 2012, in the Belmopan division, Amin Eger for the PUP, 2,557 votes.
Now, if you look on that, now you see, Mr. Martinez, that went up from the one from 2008 for the opposition.
And Mr. John Saldiva, 2,775.
Yeah, so that one, they may leave it tighter, right? But you see, John still hold his numbers.
And Mr. Richard Smith for the PNP, 230. And let me be honest with you, 2557 plus 230 would have been 2787, which if Richard's 230 would have been gone on to Hager would have won.
Yeah, what you say, it's Agar that brings up the votes. John one doesn't go down because he's still at 2,700, just like with the previous one in 2008.
Let's look at the last one now. 2015?
Yep, 2015.
$27.75, right?
27.75.
Let's look at Belmopan. John Birchman Saldiva, UDP, 3532.
From 27.
Okay. And Patrick Jason Andrews, 2775. A big jump for John Saldiva.
Yeah, and you see the 27, the same one that Amin Agar got, it remains at the same. But John one went up drastically too.
No, the Saldiva remains lower. I'm sorry, Andrews remains a little bit higher than what than what the previous one had, because it was at 2,500 and Saldiva was at 2,700. So right in this election is when John Birchman Saldiva places himself in an almost unbeatable situation, where by virtue of his winning 53.92% and a far cry from 2775, garnering a total of 3,532 votes.
That's like almost 800 more, Mr. Martinez.
Pardon?
That's almost
800 more. Let me just quickly tell you that out of all the people who voted, who received votes in the last elections, who were the people who garnered the most votes? First and foremost is the man from Orange Walk North Division, Mr. Gaspar Vega, who won with 3,551 votes. He was the one man who garnered the most votes out of all the constituencies.
Wow, yeah.
Not even the Stan Creek, none of them. Rodwell Stephen Ferguson for the POP garnered 3,300 votes. And Saldiva came in second with 3,532.
Yep.
You watch it. Julius got 3,008. Orwin Contreras got 3,290. but nobody got as
high?
René Montero 3249 and so forth. Orange Walk North 3551.
Yep.
That was the highest amount of votes for any one individual. And that was for Mr. Gaspar Vega here in Orange Walk North Division.
Yep.
A resounding vote for a man
That's
in the Orange Walk North Division saying, hey, we want you to be the representative.
Again,
for the third time. And the significant thing was that in this election, and I worked this election, a lot of people were saying, Boss,
handle me.
Handle me. We don't got nothing to handle you by. We not give nothing. We're gonna mess wrong. We're gonna lose. Because we need to get handled.
Yeah.
The whole thing behind Mr. Vega's posture or decision was that I think he had spent a lot of effort and a lot of time changing, impacting the quality of life of the people of Orange Walk North with projects.
Yep.
So much so that he, in his good mind, thought that having to pay people for their vote was unnecessary.
I've done my job.
Was irrelevant even. But this proved to him that people stuck by him regardless if he paid or not, if they paid or not.
Yeah.
Or if they gave you, because paying sounds like, yeah, pay you for your vote. If they helped some people with it, I stand corrected.
Yeah, you remember that day I called you and I was telling you, boy, things look pretty cool around here because no money to roll.
No money they roll. My point is, no money was rolling in that election for the UDP. But for the other side, it was rolling, and it was rolling heavy. What am I trying to tell you with that? Notwithstanding the fact that we were steadfast in our belief that we had done a damn good job.
Let me get this call, Mr. Martinez. We have a call coming in. Let me get it. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Gentlemen, I've noticed that your program is garnered at campaigning for this coming election for leadership in the United Democratic Party. But I think there are more pressing issues than that. You know, it's over 2 years now with the Senate inquiry for the passport scandal. And it pained my heart to hear the way the Minister of Immigration answered the media yesterday, and you can research it. He just waved it off, like, you know, it happened. We don't know when we have this thing going, right? And it surprised me the way Mr. Holtz behaved, because he was an advocate for nationality, for patriotism. But since he was bought by Mr. Barrow, he no longer speaks that way. You know, I used to admire that gentleman, the way he used to talk before he gets into politics, the way he was appointed as a minister. No, let us emphasize and see what happened to this inquiry, because you have a lot of people to blame. And next election will come, and apparently will be swept under the rug, and that cannot happen. This present government needs to clear the dirt they have created. You have a man right now in prison, right, accused of murder, but he lived. He is not a Belizean, but he was born in Cookie Tree. Come on, that's Mason.
The only Mason, Carla, the only Mason when I got for Cookie Tree, that the man they were Bill House.
With stick black, exactly.
Yeah, the only one we know about.
How come Mr. Mason born in Cookie Tree, right? No, you have people in high places in politics, right, that gave this man that opportunity to be a Belizean and born in Cookie Tree. So this needs to be clear up, man, right? I agree that you need to campaign for a political party. You need to campaign for someone to represent you as the coming prime minister. But then we need to clear up the mess that's already been done. You need to clear the river, just like how the new river need to be cleared. Just like that, this political system need to be cleared because they have merged this political system. You know, they have very tarnished this political system. So, and then there's many issues. But the pressing issue is this passport scandal. Because you had an inquiry already. What happened to Mr. Salazar? What happened to all these people if they get paid? They're being paid to do this. Yet, it's been 2 years since this happened, and nothing has been done. A shame on this government. A shame on Mr. Holtz. And you can research it in the news yesterday, the way he just brushed away the media. Thank you.
Yeah. I saw that that interview when they asked him yesterday, and he never come positive and say, well, you know, it won't happen, but he just said that, well, he don't really know when he'll come out, but that's it for now. He never really elaborate on it a lot anyway.
But was it within Mr. Gordon House's realm to be able to answer that question?
I believe
I think that's a cabinet decision.
I believe he was asked that question because he's the Minister of Immigration.
I understand that. But at the end of the day, there's collective responsibility from cabinet that goes above that. But I understand the caller. But let me tell you something that we can't handle all those problems. We relegate some of them to Channel 7 and Channel 5 and so forth. They are in a perfect position in downtown Belize City with a huge audience to be able to handle those problems. And and I'll be honest with you, if they don't do it, how can we? How can we? We're in a different scenario, and much less capable even of handling those kinds of things. So, thank you for thinking that we can do it. But at the end of the day, believe me, that it's a lot of work, it's a lot of demands on us, and we, at the end of the day, we're not, at this point, we don't even know who's going to run for Orange Walk North, sir. I will be honest with you. We hear rumors just like you. Just like you, we hear rumors.
Just like many people.
Just like many people. But the chat that we were doing was factual. We were going through the elections and boundaries
official
reports and looking at it in a perspective which maybe other people have never seen it. So when we're looking at John Birchman Saldiva receiving 3,531 votes, we would say that that is the second highest votes that anybody would garner in the last elections, beaten only by Gaspar Vega, but 35, 50 something, I think about 19 or 20 votes here in Orange Walk North. Just to begin to tell you how popular these two people are.
Yeah, and
that is a fact. And that's all we were saying, sir.
Yep, and John is putting up himself to be the party leader.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so he's going on that. So his track record of winning is there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So
again, no PUP garnered 3,551 votes. No PUP garnered 3,531 votes. These were done by Mr. Gaspar Vega and by Mr. John Birchman Saldiva in 2015.
Yeah, and he represents the capital city, Belmopan.
That's exactly right. So he stands in an excellent position, given the last election results, to be able to win that position again in 2020 with a big, huge difference of close to 1,000 votes.
Yeah.
1,000 votes, 3,531. And given the fact that now he's posturing for party leader, and now he is viewed in Belmopan as a possible future prime minister, well, then he's getting even more support. Because more respect comes more support.
Yeah, and he's in the perfect place, because Belmopan is the capital, and right now, most embassies have moved to Belmopan, so Belmopan is where everything is happening. It used to be the old capital, which is Belize City. But all those, mostly right now, we don't need to do any kind of government business, you need to go to Belmopan. It's not like one time.
And let me be honest with you. A lot of people don't know this. But go in the Department of Vital Statistics, and you will see that at one time, the largest city in Belize was Belize City, and the second largest was Orange Walk. That's many years ago. And we always used to boast that we were the
Cream of the crop.
second biggest city. And we even at one time postured to be able to be called the city of Orange Walk. But that never happened. But recently, if you go into the Department of this Vital Statistics, not Vital Statistics, because Statistics of Belize, you will see that after Belize City comes San Ignacio Santa Elena. And after San Ignacio Santa Elena comes Belmopan as the third largest entity in Orange Walk, in Belize City, in Belize, I'm sorry. Now, a lot of you may be wondering, no man, Orange Walk bigger than Belmopan. Well, you know what? You may be right, because you're thinking Orange Walk, including Child Farm, Palmar, the whole works. But Orange Walk is considered only between San Lorenzo Road and Wainiem.
A boundary.
A boundary. That's how Orange Walk is considered.
Yeah, but I think it's the same thing what you're saying, that this person that sent this text, he said that we must compare constituents of the same size for voters. We cannot compare them with small constituents.
Well, that's exactly my point. Belmopan is a huge constituency. It's a big constituency. Yes. In fact, it's the largest constituency in the country of Belize, because it is an up-and-coming city, much bigger than Orange Walk. And 14 Line, ladies and gentlemen, 14 Line is still not Belize, is still not Orange Walk. It is San Pedro.
And that song
And I
strange.
bet you never know that.
That sounds strange when it says San Pedro, don't you? And even when Belmopan was placed as more than Orange Walk, then I said Belmopan, but I said Belmopan now one dead place and nothing happening. But if you go and
But not stop there. San Pedro has more people living in within the town than Orange Walk. And a lot of people will say, es por la gente de Orange Walk y Corozal que se fueron a vivir ahí.
But they live there.
Pero siempre es así. Pero ahí viven, están registrados ahí. El punto que te quiero decir es que Belmopan ya se hizo una ciudad grande. Y ya el señor Saldívar se ha cimentado en esa división. Él ha estado trabajando en esa área año tras año tras año, y ahora se siente contento, satisfecho para poder lanzarse como líder.
But so the community of Belmopan grows, Mr. Martinez. His elevation of voting goes up, because from 27 to 34, 3,500. So
it's a big jump.
Yeah. So the place they get more persons, here getting more votes as well. So you must go and go to operation, working and say, well, you know what? The population, they grow, so we need to get more persons registered. We need to get more persons on our side. It shows on the other side too, because this Patrick Jason Andrews that run against Mr. Saldiva is a well-respected person in the community as well, Mr. Martinez. Yeah, he's a well-respected person. A lot of people feel like, well, on the other side, and a lot of people look upon it that even does not support the party that he was running with, that he would have been victorious. But you see, John never stayed at 27. He realized, okay, I have to go higher than this, so let's start working. Let's start registering more persons.
You see, a lot of us who are not politicians will go like, what do you do to try to raise that 2,700 to 3,500, given the fact that you're there by a third round of elections when there are supposed to be so many complaints about you because you're not doing this well, and it has to be that you're doing a damn good job. Be real, it has to be that you're doing a damn good job. If you see your voting goes up, amount of people who vote for you goes up.
And it's not like 100 or 200.
It's about 700, 800 voters go up. So it must be that he's doing something good. It's unfortunate, however, that here in Orange Walk, we don't know him enough. We haven't had the opportunity of seeing him or talking with him, and I'm going to take this opportunity, if Mr. Sardiva is watching us or going to be watching us tonight, to please take this as an invitation. We'd like to have you on the Sugar City Morning Show whenever you can, sir. Please call me 638-6415 or check it 600-5769 or make arrangements with somebody so that you can be on the show, so that we have a tete-a-tete, a face of cara a cara with you.
And talk to the viewers about your intentions to become leader of the party and perhaps Prime Minister.
Exactly. But we need to know more about who Mr. John Sardiva is. That's what we want to know. We want to know more about Mr. Patrick Faber. I think that before we make important decisions like that, it's only sane. And I think that's the right word that I can do. I can't just say, well, I'm going for Mr. John Sardiva because everybody likes Mr. John Sardiva. I have to be convinced of what the person is going to be doing for me, what he's going to be doing for the country, what he represents as a person. Don't undermine my abilities. You understand me?
Yeah, somebody say the people know about this person, what we should vote for the country, not for money.
What do you think of that?
Well, I know we should vote for the person, but I don't know where the money come in, because I have never asked nobody for money for vote. So that would be more for answer for somebody who that they always wait for money. But we need to take a final break at the morning.
Let's take that break with that money thing, and we'll be right back with you.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community. The same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Mr. Martinez would like to remind residents of Orange Walk and Corozal that tomorrow is a screening for the ENT, that's ear, nose, and throat, at the Northern Regional Hospital. They have doctors coming in, surgeons will be coming in, and they will be doing screening tomorrow at 8 o'clock at the Northern Regional Hospital. And if you are to go for surgery, surgeries will be Monday to Wednesday at the Corozal Hospital. But you need to come and do the screening here in Orange Walk to determine if you need to take surgery.
And another important thing, it's very, very important. If you feel that you have something up your nose, if you feel like your nose crooked, if you feel that you suffer from extreme sinusitis, and you know you're suffering some sinusitis and would like to get some sort of procedural work done on you that will clear up the waves for you and for you to be able to breathe easier. If it has been determined that you have an infection, they will not do any work on you, rather than just very simply give you treatment. They cannot operate anybody that has an infection, a severe infection. That much I got to find out about a couple years ago. He says, Mr. Martinez, you have a severe infection up your nose, up your nostrils. We can't touch that unless you get some sort of disinflammation or curative process going on. So I had to wait.
Yep.
I had to wait. So, yes, if you have, it's easily discernible that you have a problem with your nose, that you have something growing in your what you call it. Hey, go. That is the perfect thing to do. Yeah. But don't expect operation if you have an infection, because believe me, they don't normally operate on infected areas, especially with the nostrils.
And if you have problem with your tonsils, you know, because it's ear, nose, and throat.
Pero si es que tienes tú una necesidad, un problema con ojos, más que nada oídos, no ojos, porque ojos tienen su propio,
yeah, that's a different thing.
Su propio tipo de. Les voy a contar un chiste ahora. No, mejor no se los cuento.
This is ear, nose, and throat.
It's
not
ear,
eyes.
nose, and throat. Es oídos, nariz, y boca y garganta. que están unidos de una forma u otra, uno con el otro, a través de la nariz, a través de la boca, con la boca, a través del el faringe y los oídos a la garganta también. Y todo esto, cuando se infecta uno, se infecta todo. Así que, si tienes un problema con esto, ve a los especialistas. Ellos van a empezar mañana.
A las 8.
A las 8 de la mañana a dar consulta a las personas que están aplicando. Si las personas que aplican tienen que operarse, pues entonces les van a operar el lunes, martes o el miércoles en Corozal Community Corozal Community Hospital. Y es un proceso rápido donde te operan y te sales la misma tarde y estás por una semana en tu casa, como una semana en tu casa. Así que no hay gran incomodo. Y no es como si fuera Además, cuando te mandan a tu casa es porque ya tienes toda tu medicina contigo.
Y todo es
y
gratis.
todo es gratis. Yo te puedo decir porque yo ya pasé por ello. A mí me rompieron toda la nariz, me lo reconstruyeron de nuevo. Así como ves, sí, me lo tuvieron que reconstruir de nuevo y me pusieron unos aparatos largos en la nariz para tratar de enderezar la nariz.
I think Dylan went as well, no, Joe?
Dylan didn't go. Dylan went, but didn't go through with it.
Okay.
I went through with it. Pero me enderezaron la nariz y por eso es de que pues puedo respirar un poquito mejor hoy, porque antes estaba yo peor.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean if you go take a screening, you have to take surgery. Like Mr. Martinez said, you might just need some treatment, some medication. But Mr. Martinez would like to also remind the general public of the event that the Catholic Mission will be having tomorrow. And it's not only for Catholics.
Es un magno evento mañana a las 6 de la tarde. ¿6?
Yep.
De 6 a 9. Mañana sábado no habrá misa por la noche a las 7. Vamos a misa, vamos a la Inmaculada. No. Todos los eventos se llevará a cabo desde muy temprano, las 6 de la tarde, en Muffles College Auditorium, donde todos los feligreses se unirán en ese auditorio, pueblo y aldeas, así que te imaginas que habrán miles de personas ahí, y a celebrar una misa especial. Pero primero oraciones y cantos y oraciones, y luego entonces, oraciones y cantos, sí, luego la celebración de la Santa Misa, y luego entonces la exposición del Santísimo. Ok, continuando con más y más presentaciones. Este es un esfuerzo de la Iglesia Católica que está saliendo a encontrar y traerse de vuelta a su gente. ¿Okay? Gente que quiere venir de vuelta a la iglesia. Este es un outreach program para que la gente pueda sentir de que el amor de Dios está con nosotros todo el tiempo.
Yeah, Father Gilbert will have the mass from 7 to 8. Tomorrow evening is from 7 to 8.
That's exactly right. Así que el evento se llevará a cabo mañana de 6 a 9 en Muffles College Auditorium. Recuerda de ir mañana desde muy temprano. Así que desde 5:30 ya me imagino que vas a estar ahí.
Yeah, and also today there will be a special sitting of the House of Representatives coming from the National Assembly in Belmopan, and we are getting linked up to get that live feed. And as soon as we get that live feed, if we get it going, then we will be transmitting that as well. Sitting of the House of Representatives today in Belmopan, and also we have the repeat of Channel 7 News 12 o'clock today. If we will pass that, if the House goes on recess at that time, then we have the live news coming up at 6:30 today, right here on the same station. This show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. We want to say hello to Mr. Junior Carballo, who watches the show at night. Junior watch the show every night because you know he's busy selling his credit at daytime because that's what he does. No, he sells credit and you have time for watch it at night. And for the lady that works in Belize City and can see us only at night, thanks for viewing us, and we will always do our best. Have yourself a great weekend. North Television Channel 10 will have some great programs for you over the weekend. My name is Robert Cheque Usher.
My name is Emmanuel. Cuídense mucho. Muchas gracias por su preferencia. Muchas gracias por la audiencia, por permitirnos entrar hasta lo más íntimo de sus hogares. Hoy es viernes.
Yeah, today is Friday. First
Cada
Friday
vez me
in
cae
October.
como un lapo. Hoy es viernes y hoy es el primer viernes del mes de octubre. Compañeros, tengan un feliz fin de semana. Excelente fin de semana para aquellas personas que están cumpliendo años, que lo gocen de maravilla. Y bueno, el resto de nosotros también estaremos tratando lo mejor para tener un día exitoso. Cuídense mucho, pórtense bien y nos vemos el lunes, primero Dios.
Sugar City Morning Show.